anti-immigration, which is racist, and he's pro-free markets, which is anti-work.
If you have a choice to do what you want to do.
We don't have a choice. We have a choice.
We don't have a choice now.
We have a choice to be broke.
Yeah, right now in the current system, he wants to change the system. Is what he wants to do.
Change it.
If we could all agree on a couple things, man, in the war, in the drug war, and all this stupid corporate monopoly bullshit, that's what he needs to do.
So that he can have free markets, still businesses exploiting workers.
If you don't have free markets, then nobody makes money. That's what we're all here to do, is to live good lives, right?
Yeah.
Under socialism, under every single other system of government, it doesn't work. This has been an experiment for maybe 100, 200 years, and look what it's built. I'm not saying capitalism is
horrible poverty.
You hate. What you actually hate is the same thing I hate. I hate this crappy, fake capitalism, this fake free market.
All capitalism.
Yeah, well, you can't hate all capitalism. Just like I can't hate all socialism. There's good things about both of them.
There was good things about it.
There's good things, man.
It helped develop industry. That happened. Okay, let's get rid of it so that we can all share.
So what would you say would you bring in?
Collective system where workers own and control the means of production, where we have democracy at our workplace.
We're a republic, though, man. That's what we start out. We didn't start out democracy. Democracy is a majority rules. If 51% of these people think that babies should be killed in the street, that's a democracy. That's an extreme view, but what I'm saying, that's a democracy. The republic is 99% of the people control the government and the system that it works. That's what you and me want, right? 99% against 1%. Ron Paul's not against workers.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not, man.
Listen, this is the bottom line. If you have capitalists, their job is to make money off workers working for them. If you're working for a capitalist, you're being exploited.
Okay, but
we want no exploitation because we want workers to be able to control their own means of production.
How does it work in a socialist society?
In a socialist society. How? He has no choice. It's a monopolistic society.
No.
Yes,
that was the Soviet Union. I don't want the Soviet Union. Fuck that. No. What I want. You ever heard of Mondragon, Spain?
No.
Okay, in Mondragon, Spain, for example, it's a town where there's about 50 different factories, each with 100 or so employees. All the factories are run democratically by the workers there. They have a central bank run democratically by the workers.
It's a city or is this a country?
It's a city, but it's
on a smaller level. You're talking about the United States, a federal bank that controls everything. If it was brought down to the state level,
federal bank. I'm with
state level, like Ron Paul wants to bring everything back to the states. You let the states to decide what they want to do in their own states. If you have the federal government, that's an octopus. Dude, you can't. I mean,
why not?
You think because I'm a Ron Paul supporter, I'm a racist. That's bullshit.
I ain't getting every racist. I said Ron Paul. Ron Paul is a racist.
And if you listen to 5 minutes of him speak without listening to the media, probably, you would have a different opinion. The guy makes sense. And that's the only reason I support him. That's the only reason I don't support anybody else, Republican or Democrat, because he makes sense. And you don't have to agree with him on everything. I don't necessarily agree. Immigration is a tough thing. I don't even know if I agree with him fully on it. But what I do agree with him on is his economic plans, ending the war, ending the drug war. If we stopped all the wars and we brought all our troops home, that's $1.6 trillion a year. Everybody would have health care now. Then okay, so you're with me. So
what I'm not with you on is two main things. Okay, they're very clear to me. Number one, any system where people make money by exploiting other people is wrong.
Right.
He supports that system.
I agree with you. That is wrong.
So I can't support it. Number two, anybody that's against immigration is a racist.
That's not true. Why don't you ask yourself this question? What happens to people in South America who try to get into Mexico? They're jailed and all kinds of shit happens to them. So that's with we have to have borders to an extent. Other countries don't allow people just to flood in.
That's bad. They should. We're human beings. We have the right to the planet.
Why is it okay for them not to let people in?
It's not
but
okay.
It's bad for us.
It's bad for them not to let people in too. Everybody should be able to go where we want. We're human beings. We built this planet together. We own the planet. We can go where we want. You know why immigration is a problem? Because the free market fucks the Latin American countries, fuck the African countries.
No, their own governments fuck them. They're not allowed to do anything because we got our fingers in all their fucking lives. America's all over the place. Their fingers in
That's
everything.
also
And we stop people from being able to do their own shit. If Mexico is able to build their country up, have their own resources, do what they need to do in their country, country, they would stay there. Canada doesn't come in because they have their own shit.
That's true.
Mexico just comes in. I love Mexico,
but at the moment,
I want to go. You know,
but at the moment, we're fucking the other countries, and then we say you can't come into our.
We need to get out of people's lives around the world.
Socialism doesn't really support that. Getting out of people's lives, though.
No,
it gets in people's lives. It's in everybody's life.
Why it doesn't work anywhere?
I mean, it
doesn't. Why does everybody turn back to this?
In its first attempts, it was, I'd say, as successful as the Republic's first attempt. What was the first attempts of liberalism? Napoleon, that worked well. And then the second one, right? And then the second one was America with slavery for 200 years. So system.
Why don't you consider the Austrians writing the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, as being an Austrian?
And then eventually the system developed into something better, right? So my point is that the first attempts at socialism, they failed. I'm not, but
it's centralized control. Centralized control never works.
We want decentralized control.
You get that with socialism, man. You still leave the power in the hands of people that are up top.
No, we leave the power in the hands of workers in the back.
Power in the hands of the workers. The Constitution is the power in the hands of the workers.
Free society where it's constitutionally legal to have voting based on property rights. That's handled. That's fine.
You don't think the property rights? You don't think you should be able to own your own stuff?
No, personal property. But what I'm saying is that in our Constitution, you can say you can only vote if you own property. That's criminal, and many states had that for a long time. Now the individual states have repealed that, so that's good.
Okay.
But the Constitution is
states will do that.
The Constitution is not enough. And also
the Constitution working right.
And also many of the states only did it because we went to war and forced it. Otherwise, they never would.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean, they didn't abolish slavery.
You know what they could have done? Like Ron Paul said, is just buy them all and free them. It's happened in every other country in the world. So we had to go to a civil war.
Yeah, because